3. Interpersonal peace. The micropolitics of friendship. The previous chapter was concerned with the process of militarization and Cafe Patriots' aim to bring civilians, volunteer fighters, and the official military into greater awareness of the costs of the war, as well as one another's challenges. Despite their geographical distance from the conflict itself, patrons of the cafe reported being able to sense the conflict through the cafe. Even though authorities in Lviv, where the cafe was located, wanted to invisibilize the conflict then, it was palpable for those who frequented Cafe Patriot. In this chapter, we consider a realm of sociality closely related to the cafe, friendship. Imagine yourself following some of the patrons of the cafe home and sitting down with them to see what transpires in living rooms and at kitchen tables during a time of war. One of the most troubling features of the conflict in Donbas for those who experienced the intersecting forces of military conflict and national rhetoric was that it reconfigured relationships among people who knew, or at least thought they knew, one another. The literature on war's implications for civilians has traditionally focused on trauma, and the medical and psychiatric literatures on this topic are especially rich. Efforts to understand the specifically social sequelae of war are in their infancy. This is unfortunate because, as Halpern and Weinstein pointed out, it is the interpersonal ruins, rather than the ruined buildings and institutions, that pose the greatest challenge for rebuilding society. Even though friendship is known to contribute to the ability of a society to reconcile, the diplomatic track system that classifies and organizes different kinds of peacemaking activities is primarily focused on outcomes rather than the private and informal interactions discussed here. Additionally, the works that do address relationships tend to be concerned with unexpected violence among neighbors, colleagues, or former friends, as books with titles like Killing Your Neighbors attest. But another outcome also warrants scrutiny: situations in which the descent into violence does not occur. As I learned in the course of my research,